All right, so we're going to continue along with some other space stuff and the sun notes. So what is the Big Bang Theory? It's a theory that helps us describe how we think the universe happens. So it describes the beginning of the universe. And we think this happened about 13 billion years ago. Again, remember, that's a little bit longer than the age of our solar system. We think the solar system is about 4.6 billion years ago. So a little bit less than 3 times as old as our solar system. And we think some kind of explosion blew matter from the center of our universe. The redshift of distant galaxies is actually going to help us prove this. So when we look at stars in the galaxies and we look at things across red to blue, we see that things from farther away galaxies are more red shifted. And this happens in the lab because something is moving farther away. And when we look in every direction, so we are at the center and everything is moving out from us, the redshift is going to indicate that the universe itself is expanding. So this is our big evidence for the Big Bang Theory. Now, completely different than the Big Bang Theory, we haven't talked about asteroids really yet. Asteroids are just kind of mini planets. They're thousands of kilometers in diameter, so they're very small compared to regular planets. The only reason that they're not circular is just they aren't big enough for gravity to make them circular. So the Earth is circular because things fall down, and eventually that makes things circular, the planet itself. Asteroids aren't big enough, things don't fall down to the middle of the asteroid enough to make it circular. So they're weird shapes. And they mostly are going to be found between Mars and Jupiter, and some of them are going to be also found after Neptune. Meteors are much smaller. They're the size of a grain of sand or so. Size of a grain of sand to about a baseball. So moving on, at the center of our solar system, we have our sun. It's around 1,000 degrees at the surface. It's made of hydrogen and helium. H stands for hydrogen, He stands for helium. So I just got rid of a bunch of things that you don't really need to know. The most important thing to know about the sun is that all of the energy comes from fusing hydrogen into helium.